Welcome back to the Time of Your Life. I'm your host, Ethel Rasmussen. Joining us now is Julie Brophy, Adult and Community Engagement Manager for the Baltimore County Public Library, here to discuss BCPL's new programming and services geared toward caregivers. Julie, welcome to the Time of Your Life.
Hi, Ethel. Thank you so much for having me.
First things first, Julie, can you tell us more about what prompted the Baltimore County Public Library to become part of the county's caregiving infrastructure?
So, the library's mission is to provide opportunities for community members to explore, learn, create, and connect. And we're always looking at our evolving community to find ways to meet their needs. So, as you well know, a report from the Department of Aging says that by 2030, 1 in 4 Baltimore County residents will be 60 or older. And with the county aging population rising, that means the number of caregivers is also rising. And as we thought about how we could work with caregivers more effectively, the opportunity for the library to apply for and receive a grant from the Department of Aging happened, and it was just really great timing all around. And staff in the Department of Aging's Caregiver Support Program have been incredibly supportive, providing assistance and guidance as we find out how we might best support the caregiving community in Baltimore County. And we're lucky to have such great partners in this work.
It's no secret that Baltimore County Public Library has more to offer than just books and other reading materials, as evidenced by the new partnership. Can you please tell our viewers more about the Library of Things that I've been hearing about?
Absolutely. So the Library of Things is where you can find items to borrow that aren't traditionally thought of as library materials. So it expands our already amazing collection of books and CDs and audiobooks and magazines and more, so that community members of all ages can discover tools and materials. Maybe to save some money without purchasing, you can try something out before you decide if it really fits your need. So we have items in our library of things like board games, camera kits, CPR kits, fishing poles, or induction cooktops, just to name a few things. And we're thrilled to be able to expand our library of things with items we hope caregivers will find particularly useful. Some of the items that are being added to our collection are a portable pedal exerciser, a flexible grabber tool, sound machines, a magnetic track maze, and even a light therapy lamp. We're processing and adding these items to our library things collections as they sort of come in. So we expect everything to be available for checkout by late spring.
Well, I never imagined I'd one day be able to check out a light therapy lamp from my local library.
Yeah.
What an innovative approach to ensuring key tools and materials are in the hands of the public, especially for those who lack the means to purchase them. In addition to the Library of Things, I've been informed that BCPL plans to offer caregiving-centric programming. Can you please tell us more about those?
Of course. Yeah, Baltimore County Public Library, as you know, provides programs for all ages on a variety of topics year-round, but we're really excited for what we've called our Spotlight on Caregiver programs. So we're the library, so of course we have some amazing authors and speakers lined up. We're welcoming Ann Packer to discuss her new novel, Some Bright Nowhere, on Sunday, April 12th at our Owings Mills branch. Dr. Peter Rabin will be talking about his book, The 36-Hour Day. We've all felt a 36-hour day, haven't we? On Sunday, May 3rd at our Butis branch. On June 6th at our White Marsh branch, certified financial planner Beth Pinsker will tell us about the impetus for her book, My Mother's Money, and provide practical strategies for how to navigate a not so often discussed area of caregiving. Now, we're hosting programs designed for caregivers alone and for you to bring the person for whom you care with you to the library. So for caregivers, we've started a monthly caregiver meetup and well-being workshop at our Rosedale branch. We'll host Understanding Elder Law in with Maryland Legal Aid virtually on April 20th. And we're even hosting some Zentangle programs for you to unwind a bit. But caregivers and the person for whom they care can join us for things like a posture making workshop, strategies for successful aging in place, and even a cheese making class. It's lots of fun. And that's kind of our goal with these programs, is to bring information and connection and fun to the caregivers in our community. And we've placed at least one program at all of our 19 branches, and we're hosting programs virtually too. So now, some of the programs do require registration, but you can find the full list of events and details on our homepage at bcpl.info.
Julie, those sound like innovative and informative sessions, and I especially love how they're distributed around the county's 19 library branches, ensuring that there won't be geographical barriers for attendees. While we're on the topic of events, are there any other big dates on the horizon involving BCPL that our viewers should be aware of?
We've always got a lot happening at our branches and virtually, right? Lots of things and on a variety of topics. And of course, they're all free. So, from what we'll be welcoming the master gardeners to 6 of our branches to talk about vegetable gardening in containers and sustainable gardening and answer any questions you may have as we kind of get our gardens ready for spring. Our community shred days are back this spring at our Rosedale, Arbutus, and Cockeysville branches. Like you can even learn things about Rex Manning Day or Instrument of the Ancient Americas, enjoy a performance by the a cappella group Dukes of Yale, or join us for one of our many crafting and knitting groups. And in addition to the other authors and speakers I mentioned, we'll welcome several other authors, including Laurie Halse Anderson, who wrote the classic novel Speak, to our Owings Mills branch. Author Gabrielle Serberville will talk about her book Gathered and the phenomenon of foraging, just to name a few of the authors. And of course, we always have programs where you can talk about books you've read or hear from librarians about great books to read. We always have great things happening at the library, I think, so we hope everybody will come and join us.
While it sure sounds like there's lots of fun to be had at Baltimore County Public Libraries this year.
Absolutely.
Julie, where can our viewers go to learn more about BCPL programs, including the expanded caregiver programming the libraries now offer?
So the best way to find out about our Spotlight on Caregiving series is to scan this QR code that's up on the screen, and it'll take you right to a blog post where you can register for programs and borrow library things items and find other resources. You can also follow us on our social media pages and reach out to any of our branches or call us at 410-887-0238 for more info.
Okay, Julie, I have one last question for you. Could you please tell our viewers more about BCPL's mobile library and where our viewers can go to find it?
Absolutely. So we have bookmobiles that provide services throughout Baltimore County to a wide range of customers. The goal is to meet people where they are, especially to those who may have some transportation challenges. So, for example, our bookmobiles visit more than 60 senior communities and senior apartments throughout the county every month. Our amazing staff bring our collection out, and customers are able to, browse our collection or place items on reserve. Staff provide a lot of book recommendations and support more than 20 book clubs that meet in these senior communities. And another way we meet people where they are is a new service we have through our Library by Mail service. Library by Mail provides free delivery of library materials via the U.S. Postal Service to any resident of Baltimore County, regardless of age, who has trouble leaving home without help and cannot get to a Baltimore County Public Library branch to borrow materials. There is a short form to fill out, but staff will work with you through the process. We want to make sure that everyone is able to access our services and our collection, and the bookmobile and Library by Mail help us bring our collection to community members who may not be able to get to a branch in any way on their own. So if you want more information about either the bookmobile or the Library by Mail service, you can call us at 410-887-7586.
Julie, thank you for coming on today to tell us about all of the wonderful programming and resources that the Baltimore County Public Library has to offer our viewers.
And thank you so much, Ethel, for having me. Really appreciate it. We look forward to seeing everyone at the library.